I'm sorry, but that title is clickbait. You thought I was clickbaiting you? No. Dash actually isn't the least optimized level in Geometry Dash. Stick around to see why. I analyzed all 22 of RobTop's main official levels in Geometry Dash to see which of these levels are the most and least optimized. Look, we all love his levels, and we recognize him as a creator as well. That's why I've taken a different route, and so I've analyzed whether he's actually optimizing his levels or not. So let's begin, but first, ground rules. The first rule is that we're only analyzing the 22 RobTop levels from the official game, so no Sub-Zero or Meltdown. Because Jesus Christ, do people still play these levels? The second rule is that we'll be judging these levels on 3 qualities: object density, balancing, and trigger density. I will explain these as we go. The final rule is that I picked out the first copyable of each level on the servers. I tried to be as fair as I could, as all object counts and level length data is gathered straight from these copyables. So yeah, please, don't destroy me in the comments. I know you guys are volatile, but if I see you in the comments going, "Oh my god," Look, I'm kidding. Jokes! The first quality I'm testing is object density. This is quite simple. It's just objects divided by the length of the level. Another channel has already done this, but with extreme demons, so I do recommend you guys go check it out. The second quality is balancing. This is a little bit different and a little bit more complex. For this quality, I've tested using standard deviation. For those of you math nerds, standard deviation tests how far data points stray away from the mean. I've essentially divided every level into different sections, found an average number of objects per section, and calculated the standard deviation from there. The final quality is trigger density. This is fairly straightforward. It's also just triggers divided by the level length. The reason why I did 3 qualities is that object density isn't everything when you're calculating optimization. A level can be extremely object dense at the start and then just use no objects towards the end. You're still lagging like heck when the level uses 5,000 objects, except the first 4,900 objects are in, the first 5 seconds of the level? A lot of lag is also caused by a lot of trigger movement as well. Now, without further ado, I'm gonna show the results in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I didn't, I couldn't make it a graph. I'm not like a graphics designer or anything, so I've just used a spreadsheet. Please don't kill me. To make this easier for you, I've gathered 5 insights that I think you guys might enjoy. So let's get straight to them. Stay tuned for the last insight. The first insight is that the most balanced level, object-wise, is actually Dry Out. It's also the second least object-dense level behind Poltergeist. This level literally has no objects. This level literally has no objects whatsoever. It's so empty, but I don't know, it still feels like a level, It feels more developed than Stereo Madness, but it's even more balanced than Stereo Madness. I think a lot of that comes down to this ship part not being structured as well as Stereo Madness is. I don't mean well, but I mean like, it's not structured with a lot of objects like Stereo Madness is, And there we go. The second insight is that Dash, unsurprisingly, is the least balanced level object-wise. But I know you're already in the comments going, "ThunderBat, you said Dash isn't the least optimized level." Look, you'll see my reasoning why. Stay tuned for that 5th insight. I kind of get why this level is really unbalanced object-wise. Like, this level is really gimmick-heavy, so you'll have some parts that are just using a ton of objects just to be able to present the gimmick. Like, I can imagine this part probably used quite a lot of objects. I imagine this part did too. Like, there's probably a bunch of camera triggers and effect triggers and whatnot, as well as this part. Like, this part is zoomed out, and so a lot of it is probably a ton of objects to make up for the zoomed out camera. I imagine this part uses the most triggers. Like, despite the blocks not really doing much, I think there's a lot going on to it anyway. The third insight is that blast processing is surprisingly a pretty optimized level, given the levels around it. So wait, let me gather my notes here. I have my notes in here. Blast processing is more optimized in general than Hexagon Force, Electrodynamics, Theory of Everything 2, Geodominator, Deadlocked, Finger Dash, and Dash. What? I'm actually really surprised this level is quite balanced and not that object dense. Like, you'd think it uses quite a bit of objects, just this wave part. it feels like it uses quite a bit of objects, but apparently not. I'm just realizing this part, like, towards the end is actually quite empty. It is pretty cool, though. The fourth insight is that X-Step is extremely unbalanced. It's more unbalanced than Club Step, Theory of Everything, Electroman Adventures, and even Hexagon Force. It also uses more triggers than these levels as well. I'm telling you right now, this level is a mess. Like, I checked the editor on this level. The number of color triggers it uses to make it look like the background is pulsing is just crazy. Like, you can just tell that there's a bunch of parts that have loads of objects. And they're decoration objects too. Like, look at this part. There's like decoration on every single piece in here. I can't lie, this is cool though. Like, this specific block design was pretty damn cool. Now finally, the fifth insight you've all been waiting for. The least optimized RobTop level in Geometry Dash is Finger Dash. Yeah, it's not a 2.2 level. Dash might be the least balanced level object-wise, but Finger Dash is more object dense by almost double, is more trigger dense, and has a higher object average per section by over 2,000 objects. Do you see why 2.2 is a good update now? We can make levels much more optimized. If you want to check the rest of the statistics out, you can check the spreadsheet that is in the description down below. It will be the second link under my Discord server link. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, be sure to hit that like button down below and also subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And be sure to hit that bell beside the subscribe button to make it ding and be part of hashtag First Squad. And I'll see you guys later in the next video. Peace.
Yeah. By the way, I'll never let these thoughts see the light of day.